In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do a front post and a back post double crochet. Okay, so I'm starting off with a row of double crochets. So this is what a normal row of double crochets looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3 and I will turn my work. And what we're going to do is in the next double crochet, this is going to count as my first one, so I'm going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, now I'm going to begin to show you how to do the front post double crochets. So normally, let me just take this out for a minute. When you work in the stitch, you work underneath, at the top of the stitch, underneath the 2 loops, which here's all the V stitches, what looks like little V's. Those are the top of your stitches, and that's normally where you work into each stitch. But what we're going to do, rather than work into the top of each stitch, we're going to be working around the post of the stitch, which is right here. So rather than at the top, we're just going to work around the post. So we're going to work around the post for both the front post double crochet and the back post double crochet. And in patterns, you will see the front post double crochet abbreviated as fpdc, and you will see the back post double crochet abbreviated as bpdc. Okay, so for the front post double crochet, we're going to be inserting the hook behind the post, bringing that post to the front of your work. So it will be on top of your hook. That's how we work the front post double crochet. So basically we're wanting to bring all the posts to the front of our work. So it's going to pop out at the front. When we do a back post double crochet, we're going to be inserting the hook from behind our work and then place the hook over that post, bringing that post to the back of our work. So now it's popping out at the back of our work. So you'll see the hook over the stitch because that stitch is behind it. But when you do the front post, the stitch is popping out at the top, the front of your work, and it's going to be on the top of your hook, to the front of your hook instead of back of your hook. So that's how you can kind of remember it. The front post is going to pop out at the front. The back post is going to pop out at the back of your work. Okay, so let's start off with the front post double crochets. Okay, so to begin on a double crochet, you always start off with your yarn over, but we're not going to insert it into the top of the stitch. We're going to work by inserting it behind the post because we want it to be at the front. So you're going to insert your hook here, right behind that post. Now you can see that the post is to the front of the work and on top of the needle, or on top of the crochet hook. And then you're going to do a yarn over and you're going to pull that underneath that post until you have your 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, leaving this last one still on the hook. And then you'll have your 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over and complete your double crochet. So that is your front post double crochet. So then in the next one, let's go ahead and just do a regular double crochet. So that way we're going to insert it into the stitch right underneath both the front and back loops. And that is a regular double crochet. So now you can see how there's a ridge there where we brought that post to the front, so it pops out a little bit. Now let's do another front post double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook underneath that post, bringing the post to the front of your work, and on top of the hook, yarn over, pull that loop through until you have 3 loops, and then work your double crochet as you normally would. Okay, so now in the next stitch, let's just go ahead and do a regular double crochet. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another front post double crochet. Yarn over, insert it behind that post, bringing the post to the front of the work. And you can see the post is on top of the hook. That means you inserted it correctly for the front post double crochet. Yarn over, pull that through until you have 3 loops, and then go ahead and work your double crochet as you normally would. Okay, so let's do another double crochet in the next one, just a regular double crochet. So I'm kind of alternating. I'm doing a front post double crochet and then a regular double crochet, a front post and a regular double crochet, so you can really see those stitches pop out. Alright, so the next one, let's go ahead and do another front post double crochet. Insert it behind that post. So now the post is on top of our hook and it's at the front of our work. So let's go ahead and do a double crochet now. And that completes your front post double crochet, and then do a regular double crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to do another front post double crochet. So we're going to do yarn over, insert it behind the post, so that way the post is on top of our hook and at the front of our work. And then complete your front post double crochet. And then a regular double crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to do a front post double crochet again. Yarn over, insert it behind the post so that the post is on top of your hook and it's popping out at the front of your work now. And then complete your front post double crochet. And then the next stitch I'll go ahead and just do a double crochet. And then I had that chain 3 that counted as the first double crochet. I'll just do a double crochet into the top of that chain 3. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a regular row of double crochets. I'll do that real quick. So I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to do a double crochet into every single stitch row. And the reason why I want to do that is so you can see the difference between the front post and the double. So that way you can see the difference between the front post double crochets and the back post double crochets. Because in the next row, I will show you how to do the back post double crochets. And this will just give it a little bit of space in between each row. So that way it will be easier to see the difference between the effect that the front post double crochet does and the back post double crochet. Okay, so that was a row of regular double crochets. So now I'm going to turn my work. And in the first row, what we did is we did the front post double crochets. Okay. This row 3, I'm going to show you how to do the back post double crochets. So that's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to chain 3, and that's going to count as my first double crochet. And then I'm just going to do a regular double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, so now I'm going to begin to show you how to do the back post double crochets. So you're going to do a yarn over, and you're going to insert the hook right before that post that you're going to work around, and then place your hook over that post and through that next space, because you want to have the post pop out at the back of the work now instead of the front of the work. And you can see that that post is behind the hook this time, where when we did the front post double crochet, the front post was at the front and it was on top of the hook. Well, now from the back post double crochet, it's popping out at the back and the post is behind our hook. So that means we inserted it correctly, which is exactly what we want. Yarn over, pull that through until you have 3 loops. Yarn over, and then go ahead and finish your double crochet. Let's go ahead and do a regular double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so I'm going to show you another back post double crochet in the next one. Yarn over, insert your hook into that next space right there before the post that you're going to work around. Place the hook over that post into that next space. So now the hook is on top of that post, and you can see that that post is popping out at the back of our work and behind the hook, which is exactly what we want. So then yarn over, pull that through until you have your 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, leaving this last one still on the hook. You'll then have your 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. And then the next stitch, let's go ahead and do a regular double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to work another back post double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook from behind the work over that post, So now you have the post behind the hook and at the back of our work. It's popping out. So that means you inserted it correctly. Yarn over, pull it through until you have your 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, leaving this last one still on the hook. You'll then have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through those 2 loops, and that completes your back post double crochet. Okay, let's do a regular double crochet in the next stitch. And then the next stitch, let's go ahead and do another back post double crochet. Yarn over, insert it behind, from the back of your work, insert it into that space. Over that post, because we want the post to be behind our hook and at the back of our work. It's popping out now. So that means you inserted your hook correctly, and then do a yarn over, pull that through until you have your 3 loops, and finish the double crochet. And that completes your back post double crochet. Let's do a regular double crochet in the next stitch. And then the next stitch we'll do a back post double crochet. So do yarn over, insert the hook from behind the work instead of the front, over the post. Now you have that post behind the hook and it's popping out at the back, which is exactly what we want. And then yarn over and do a double crochet. And that completes your back post double crochet. And then let's do a regular double crochet in the next stitch. And let's do another back post double crochet. Yarn over, insert it from the back over the post, so that way the post is behind our hook and popping out at the back. So that means you inserted it correctly for the back post double crochet. Yarn over and finish your double crochet. And then on this last stitch I'm going to do a double crochet, and then that first chain 3 counted it as a double crochet. I'm going to do a double crochet into the top of that chain 3, and that completes our row of back post double crochets. So you can see where we did the first, well, technically the first row was double crochets. Our second row we did the front post double crochet, so you can see where the ridges are raised at the front of the work. And then the third row I did a row of double crochets, and then this fourth row we did back post double crochet. So you don't see the raised ridges on this one unless you turn your work over. Then you can see the raised ridges, because now those raised ridges are going to be at the back of our work. So that's the difference between the front post and the back post double crochet. It's just a matter of where and how you insert your crochet hook when you work the double crochet. So I hope that you found this tutorial helpful, and you'll be on your way to working front post and back post double crochets without any problems in your future crochet patterns. Thank you for watching today. I hope you have a great day.